All right, morning. Hope you're having a good day off, quote unquote. I'm still here and the show must go on. So what we're going to do today is you're going to design a lab investigating a factor that affects the rate of diffusion. And the materials we're going to be using for that are here is agar. And this agar is like the jelly-like stuff, but it has a special chemical indicator called bromethymol blue, which is a pH indicator. So this is 2% agar with bromethymol blue in it, and that's why it's blue. And we're going to use this to investigate diffusion. So this is just a demo, so you can see one method to do this, so that you can use it for your design lab. You don't actually have to do this, you're just going to do the design part. All right? So what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use the agar here with the bromethymol blue, and I'm going to get some acid. And in this case, it's 0.5 molar sulfuric acid. You can also use hydrochloric acid. That's fine as well. I just have sulfuric acid because that's what's here. And it's 0.5 molar for no reason, just because that's what's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece, a cube of this agar. You can't see that, but I'll show you what it looks like. So it's all blue like this. All right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it in the sulfuric acid. And what's going to happen is the acid will diffuse into the cube. As the acid diffuses into the cube, the bromethymol blue will turn yellow as the pH decreases. All right? And I've got some finished products here actually. Here's one where you can see there's a little blue chunk in the middle, but most of it's yellow. And that's because I set this aside a couple minutes ago and it's been diffusing, the acid has been diffusing through the cube, changing the pH, thus changing the color. So what I'm going to do is I've got my agar here, I've got my acid here, and I'm going to drop it in. And notice what you're going to look at the edges first. Those are going to be the first to start going yellow. And it will, as it does, it will make its way through the entire cube. So we're going to take a look at this. So what you're going to have to do is think of an independent variable to test on the rate of diffusion. So like I said, this is agar 2% with bromethymol blue, and I'm using 0.5 molar sulfuric acid. So think of the factors that affect the rate of diffusion, and think of what you can change for an independent variable, because what I'm giving you is how to measure it. All right, and if you can see already, you can see the edges are turning yellow. And I'm going to put this down for a second and I'll just show you, it's like a chef program before and after. This one is almost all yellow now. There's a tiny spot of blue in there. So you can see now the edges are starting to turn yellow and it's evenly spread throughout the cube. It's pretty cool if you could actually come and see it, but you're home, probably sleeping. And so eventually this whole cube will turn yellow as the acid diffuses throughout. So your job is to investigate a factor that affects the rate of diffusion using this method. This is a formative lab, and I'll give you more instructions on an email when I attach this or put it in Dropbox. Ciao.